But I think, what Trump is doing is right. But of course, they'll have something, the left will have something about their methods being wrong. But, I heard Ro Khanna powerfully denounce the violence. I would describe it as full-throated. And the bad news is when I heard it, the first thing that flashed into my brain was he sounds like a Republican. How long will he last? He didn't even use the word but. He said, this stuff is really terrible. You know how Trump is really exhausting because of all the good stuff he does? The Democrats are becoming really exhausting with all the bad stuff they do.
Welcome to John Mike Keene. Gutfeld here is destroying the Democrats, which we've been saying for a while now. They're violent. They're crazy. This is Jessica Tarlov's party. And Greg Gutfeld is calling them out, going, if you want to sound sane, you can't be a Democrat.
Total summer of love vibes here from 2020. Cities burn, dozens of lives were lost. There was billions in damage. And yet the media and people like Maxine Waters, they didn't light the fires, but they argued on behalf of them in terms of social justice. And it's just a reminder. Now we have this reminder that destruction is always on the table with the left. They'll even torch the table and say the table's oppressive. It goes, historically, all right. So left-wing violence has been around in the United States probably since the 70s. You had Weather Underground, you had the SLA, you had Black Panthers, you had the Republic of New Africa and BLA. The failure of the Democratic Party to renounce violent radicalism has led to now where violent radicalism occupies a region in their spectrum of methods. And you can see the interplay between so-called leaders or talking heads of the party and these unhinged ground troops. Jamal Bowman called Musk a Nazi on CNN, and CNN just let it fly by.
Yeah, no, there's not even an outrage or a surprise anymore at Democrats using that kind of language, really bizarre accusations. Even they're calling Republicans and Elon Musk Nazis, even while normal Democrats are burning his company down. Think about that. Who exactly is acting like the kind of people that burn down a business in a totalitarian Nazi? It's the Democrats.
So when you see these people, I wouldn't call Jamal Bowman a leader, but when you see them using demonizing momentum prior to these acts of violence, you got to say there's a cause and effect. When Trump was shot, that happened after him being called Nazi a million times. Now you call Musk a Nazi, and now you're surprised, oh, it's not my fault that the cars are burning. So there are two things happening this week. Necessary reminder that violence is a legitimate social action on the left. And number two, climate change activism was always theater. The concern for the planet went out the window when their largesse was threatened by Doge, and now they can torch their holy grail, which is the electric car. So they aren't actually burning Tesla to the ground. They're burning their party to the ground. And I brought marshmallows.
Okay, and not just their party to the ground. I'll go farther. They are making it laughable. They just destroyed their whole global climate change, global warming, Green New Deal thing. It will be laughed out of the room forever now that we see that they only embraced it for political reasons, and they really don't care about it because they're burning Teslas to the ground. I'm John Mike Keene.